The Christian season of Lent starts today, the annual period of fasting, prayer, and charitable giving, beginning with Ash Wednesday. 22 News reporter Melissa Torres is live in studio with a look at how one community is commemorating this religion's observance.
This Wednesday, many Christians will show up to work or school with ashes smudged on their foreheads quite like this. Ash Wednesday is a day of repentance, and Christians all over the world confess their sins and profess their devotion to God. Christians from many denominations have recognized the holy season for 40 days leading up to Easter. For many centuries, Christians have received a sign of the cross with ashes on their forehead at the beginning of that season as a reminder and an invitation to receive God's forgiveness. The tradition has its origins in the Old Testament, where sinners perform acts of public penance. The use of ashes is to remind parishioners of their mortality. 22 News spoke with the Reverend Callard of Christ Church Cathedral about the significance of this sacrament.
When we put the ashes on, we say, remember that you are dust, and to dust you shall return. So it's a way of looking at the beauty of how our lives are, even though they're very short. We want to capture that moment of beauty and to remember that our lives really are in God's hands. As big and as powerful as we think we are always in God's hand.
During Ash Wednesday's service, parishioners will hear the phrase, "Remember that you are dust, and to dust you shall return," from the book of Genesis. The ashes represent a person acknowledging and showing remorse for their sins, and Reverend Callard hopes that people reflect during this holy season of Lent and work to become kinder and more compassionate people in the world. Working for you this morning, Melissa Torres, 22 News.